morning, everybody. How are you? Lewis here with Higher Self Integration. How's it going? Really important topic today. What to do if you are stuck in a hard rut or a difficult transition in your life, a little bit of uncertainty. You don't know where things are going. You don't know what the roadmap to life looks like. You don't know what to do next. Have faith. I've got some of my own personal journey I want to share with you all that can hopefully help you understand what you can do to actually feel better, what is in your control to help you feel better. 3 main important things that I want to go over. They've carried me through, so if you end up by liking this video, please like it, subscribe to our channel, share it around. It helps me a ton. I'm trying to grow in the YouTube world and hopefully reach a wider audience, so let's get to it. So hard times, we go through them. They're real. They can make us or break us. We've heard of that before, right? But it seems like, why is it always just breaking us? And why is it always so difficult to move through? Well, there's, 3 kind of pivotal points that have kind of helped me, move through that. I came through some pretty tough times. I was a depressed addict, kind of no motivation most of my life. Had trouble finding a spark. I had a really low self-worth. What's the point in life? I had all these negative thoughts and beliefs that I fed to myself. What's the point in trying? We're all gonna die anyways. I was addicted to smoking, was my biggest demon. I had an opiate problem for a while. I smoked weed every day for a while. I'm 32 now, and my biggest addiction and depression issues were kind of really bringing me to a rock bottom place at about 21 years old, 22 years old. I, kind of put my hands in the air at one point, and I, just wanted to try something new. I give up on letting Lewis's limiting mind kind of cause me problems over and over again. It's his own way of thinking. I, had a fresh start. I moved to Fargo, North Dakota from Southern California. Big difference, right? Sunny Southern California, but very fast-paced, stressful. There's a lot of old triggers there, old reminders of, so I'll save that for another time to go into details. After working through my addictions and stuff like that, I'm giving you a little bit of my story. And then as I do, I'm going to drop the 3 points that I want to help you with that have helped me. So bear with me. My story kind of illustrates that. I went to Fargo, North Dakota. Life was a lot slower there. It's freezing cold, but at least it's what I needed. I needed to slow down. That's just what I needed. My mind was sabotaging me in so many ways. And when I tried quitting smoking cigarettes, it was hard. That was my number. That was my pacifier for when I was stressed. That was, kind of what helped me cope with the day. Not in a healthy way, of course, but I would just cope that way. So when I took away the last heavy addiction that I had, which was the cigarettes, I wanted to overeat, and I started gaining weight really fast too. So I noticed, whoa, why am I just trying to mask something? It wasn't even just about the cigarette that was the problem. There's something deeper inside of me. The pain, the depression, the unprocessed memories from the past. So I went through what many call my awakening, my spiritual awakening around that time. I had a near-death experience when I was 21, really, crazy out-of-body experience, and connected me with God, the universe, energy. I saw unconditional love, and that felt so crazy. Wow, I never really felt that before, or at least interpreted that from my frame of mind before, and it gave me motivation, that experience, and I spent time with psychedelic medicines like mushrooms and ayahuasca in Fargo to go deeper into my self-discovery, to learn about my inner demons, my negative thoughts. I learned that I had a lot of beliefs that weren't helpful. But anyways, that's a video for another time. But the point of this one is navigating through the most difficult part. I went through a period there of flatness, finding myself, just not sure who I was, not sure what I wanted in life, not sure where I was going in life, and that kind of helped me feel sad, hopeless, lost. Okay, what's the next step? And what am I going to do for a living? What can I enjoy doing? Because the kind of work experiences that I had in the past just brought me more stress and made me think about my addiction. So first step first main point we're getting to here is acceptance. I really had to accept where I was if I wanted something new, because I was just resisting it, and that caused me a lot of pain. I was like, why am I here? Why am I in this place? Why am I on this earth, this suffering rock floating through space? I felt such a victim to being alive, and I had to work through those thoughts and beliefs and stuff, of course, but I had to accept I'm here. Okay, I don't feel good. Not accepting how I felt was a big problem of mine. To feel better, we have to accept where we're at first. It's a stepping stone process. Okay, I don't feel good, I want to feel better, and you got to kind of coach yourself through the process. I'll expand on that in another video as well. But acceptance where I was at was huge. I needed that. So now that I accepted where I was at, but what's next? Okay, I still, it's easy to say that, but your mind's still kind of in the days to come wants to know what the plan is going to look like, what the stepping stones are going to look like. And as I was going on my awakening experience, I started having a new relationship with God and the universe and spirit. Like I said, I was having a lot of therapeutic use of mushrooms and stuff like that, and not only did it help me with my depression and my mental health, but it also just helped me understand the universe at large. And I learned about the law of attraction and manifestation, and I'm sure you may or may not have heard of that stuff, vibration, and how to attract new experiences in your life. And I wanted to learn from that. I was at such a rock bottom. I was ready to try anything new. I even came from a Catholic background for most of my life, so okay, I'll try some new belief systems about God and the universe and how that works. Okay, I learned a lot about you want to have a plan in life, but you also have to trust. This is point 2. Trust in your higher power, in the universe, in your higher self. This channel is called Higher Self Integration, literally. I believe in the higher self and the lower self. I believe that God, at the end of the day, at some higher dimensional level, is one. Everything's and everyone is interconnected. We're one being, and on this earth we fractal down into multiple perspectives. And that's what I believe in now. Everybody's free to have their own beliefs, of course, but this is just what my life experience is showing me. So I'm going with it. It feels right. And when I'm starting to treat everyone like another aspect of myself, to some degree, things flow better. It feels better. When I move into that mindset, it feels better. So when I trusted that there's a higher power, because I was doubting that in my depression. I was starting to doubt God, doubt that, why would a loving God bring suffering on the planet, all that stuff. So I started to have a trust, and my experiences with mushrooms, with transcendental meditation, where even through meditation I had very spiritual experiences I was really practicing meditation, Kundalini meditation and Kundalini yoga. I just it was cool to know that there was some higher energy that had my back, but I had to trust it and had to recognize that it was there first, and that it's a process. Trust the process too. Very big point in this number 2 about trust. It's a process. It don't happen overnight. You want a new life, but the universe at large, your higher self, God, or whatever, wants to first make sure that it sets up the right people, places, and scenarios to attract to you. So first job, I found a natural food store that was hiring, and I started working there, and it felt good because I wanted to eat healthier, and that was part of my new values, and I attracted that. So it was really cool. I got a good discount because I wasn't making a lot of money at the time. I wanted to eat healthier. I wanted to eat more organic, more plant-based and all that, but I couldn't really afford to. But I got a lot of free food from that place. Like food was about to expire, and sometimes the team members got to take some home, and it was cool. I got to meet some more like-minded people. I met a really good friend of mine that he's into eating healthy and meditation, and God, what a friend. He's super thankful for him, and I started feeling better. My motivation was there, and I started to trust even more that there is a higher power at first. But first you have to trust before you start to see all this. Because the human mind wants to say, I'm not gonna believe it until I see it. But we have seen it in life. We were just closed off to it. There is miracles in life. There is beauty in life. There's magic in life. But we're so closed off to it. So I just started to trust more, and further on my journey, I wanted to then, I was thinking about becoming a personal trainer because I was starting to feel healthy and exercise and do yoga, and I was like, wow, this feels great. I start to feel alive again, and I want to share that with the world. So part of me wanted to bring a better feeling life into my world was just doing something I love that I could make money for too. And, I didn't know how that was going to work out. What kind of gym am I going to work out? It's not a normal job where they just give you 8 hours a day. You have to actually find your clients. So it seemed kind of difficult, but just the feeling of it, the possibility of it felt so cool. Like, wow, I could have a job that feels that good and that fulfilling and make money for. All right, I'm going to give that a chance. So, and I did. And it ended by working out. And I'm going to go right into number 3 here because this is, it all blends together. When you're in your really difficult times in life, you got to do some self-care. And that seems selfish, but hold on a second. If we're taking care of ourselves, I learned, and eating healthier, meditating, doing yoga, going for walks, we're able to take care of other people better. As I became a personal trainer, and I was just like rushing my mornings, I could get up and get to the gym and help people. And I would even like rush my meditation, rush my journal writing process, not, take care of my nutrition correctly. And I felt stressed when I was trying to help other clients and stuff, and I wasn't very present with them. And that's very important in personal training and fitness. You need to be very present, a good patient listener, and you work with folks of all ages, very sometimes older folks who are just struggling to stay stable and walk, and you're trying to help them get their core stronger. And so I learned very quickly that I couldn't help these people to the fullest capacity if I didn't help myself too, if I didn't feel better. So even if you aren't helping other people, that's fine. You need to help yourself first. Sometimes we've got to take some time off in our journey of like pain, if we're depressed or whatever, and we're going through really hard times. The overworking mind says we need to go, but I had to slow down a lot, and I did. I was working very little, and when I started personal training, even that was after a lot of rest period, taking a couple months off, and I didn't even have much money, but I was just like trusting the universe that I was going to be okay. That natural food job that I had was helping me with some free food and some money. And so 3 points, like I said, accepting where you're at first, because resistance causes persistence. It's going to persist. Some of the same scenarios in your life are going to persist over and over if we're in resistance to them. So accepting where we are at, how we feel now, it's so key. The next one is trusting the process, trusting the universe, trusting God. Huge. Number 3, have a self-care routine, self-love. Now, again, I want to point this out. Some folks confuse self-love with drinking alcohol or stuff that's self-destructive. Choose whatever you like, but in my experience, choose the self-love activities and mindset habits that are long-term satisfying. Because sugar, alcohol, pornography, stuff like that, is just going to get you off in the short term, but you're not going to feel satisfied tomorrow and the next day. But if you exercise a little, do yoga, eat healthy, those little habits start to leak into the next days, and the consistency will make it even better and better. Try, folks, to orient your self-love routine around those things. Just take my trial and error, because I tried that. I tried both methods, and I'm just going to help you save some time here by learning from me, who's practiced the law of attraction and manifestation and this stuff for 7 years seriously, but like 12 years, and I hope that my story has kind of helped benefit anybody in any way. I, further and further along, I just kept up with these processes, and these tools carried over to other areas of my life. Now that I'm, doing more personal training, more integration coaching, folks, helping folks coach them along their inner struggles where they're, kind of having trouble committing to their new goals and their new mindsets, but their old voice of the fear and the anger or the comparison and the jealousy or the I'm not good enough limiting beliefs hold them back. So I'm doing these things now. It's working. I still got my challenges, but thankfully I've got tools. I use my own integration toolkit that I use with clients. For myself still, I use, statement letters that I craft, that I read myself. I've got a process. I've got structure to it. So it's my self-care routine. It's a priority now. So that way I can manifest more. I can help others more. I just feel better. You start your day that way. You start your day with meditation, eating healthy, whatever. It leaks into the rest of your day, and it helps you just feel better, simple. So Lewis here, Higher Self Integration. Thank you all so much for listening. Please, again, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Peace. Thank you.